Is talent enough to be a good artist? You probably already have the answer for yourself, but I still want to show you my 7 years of art journey. I was learning how to draw all by myself. I didn't go to any art schools. Well, I actually did in primary school, but they didn't really teach me anything. Everything that I've created has come from instincts and what I absorbed from TV, cartoons, manga, just whatever inspired me at the time. I thought if I drew more, I would improve. And while that's partially true, will drawing a lot without knowledge get you far? Let me take you back to my first sketchbook and show you what I've drawn in 7 years. The first drawing I made to test the quality of the sketchbook. This was in September 2017. Actually, I even picked the wrong paper to do watercolor. This paper is 160 GSM, which is too thin for watercolor. In case you're wondering, GSM stands for grams per square meter, meaning the paper's thickness. The colors turned out dull, blending was tough, and honestly, my anatomy and perspective were so off. This one, I got inspired by Natsume in Natsume's Book of Friends. I kinda like this one here after I finished it, but again, the paper makes the colors look a bit dull. Both pieces were from September 2017. These are just some simple sketches I drew when I experienced an art block. It didn't take much of my time to draw them, but yeah, my anatomy skills are terrible. This squirrel is Owl from Yona of the Dawn. This one I drew by pen. I failed to get into my favorite college, so I drew this. So silly. This one, nothing special, but I kinda like the guy's clothes and hair. This one, I like her hair. This guy's neck is crazily long. And this one, it has Halloween vibe because Halloween was coming. It's October. Oh my god, I was so bad at drawing hands. Look at these hands. This one, the way I colored this looks so weird. I kinda like this one. Even though I drew this 7 years ago, I still kinda like the details I put into this painting. This parrot looks like he wanna say something to me. I like the way I colored this guy's hair. Just the background is not so good. This one, I like the background and the umbrella here. Just the people are not special. I got the inspiration from a novel that I was reading. I couldn't remember what was going on through my mind when I drew this. It looks so confusing. Maybe when I have time I redraw this. After I finished these, I really liked them. I got inspiration from another novel, but I won't tell you what novel that is. These are made in February 2018. I think my skills got a bit better and less awkward. These are the same vibe with the previous one. This is Usui Takumi from Maid-sama. When I was in middle school, I liked him so much. But yeah, the real author still drew him way better than I did. This one was supposed to be another one that I like, but then I messed up while coloring the face. You can see this part here is a bit dark because I was trying to fix the mistake, but well, I didn't succeed. I was trying to draw this with a lot of details, but that mistake just ruined everything. I also posted that video on my channel. If you're curious, you can go back and check on it. This was in August, so this painting has summer vibe. Well, not really my favorite. This one I got inspiration from a manga called Himitsu, Top Secret, written and illustrated by Reiko Shimizu. but I don't understand why I chose a pretty cheesy colors to paint this. Okay, that is the first sketchbook. Now let's move to some watercolor paper painting. First one, also in 2018. I was just testing paper with watercolors and washi tapes. Well, actually it looks okay, not bad. I like this one more. I got a lot of likes on Instagram when I posted this one. His hair here looks pretty good. This one has Mid-Autumn Festival theme. Pretty colorful, but a bit too much. Too many colors, I think. I can see this one I was trying to draw during Christmas, but I couldn't reach the deadline. Nothing special, I just like this hair part here. This one, even though the piano here is not so pretty, this is still one of my favorites. I got inspired by an anime called Your Lie in April, and Liebeslied was one of my favorite sheets in a long time. Why I picked ocean is because piano and water shouldn't go together. Water will ruin piano. And because this sheet named Liebeslied, which means love sorrow, I decided to make the piano sad by putting it into water. And this was drawn in April 2019. What do you think these look like? These are my handmade bookmarks. So I was drawing this one for one of my friends who's going back to their hometown after studying. But after finishing this, I felt like they're so cute that I didn't want to give away. I'm sorry, I was not a good friend as I thought I was. This is another Mid-Autumn painting. Nothing special. This is my birthday presents for a friend. I haven't met her for years to give her this. She loves pugs, that's why I drew it. I got inspiration to draw this one from a Vietnamese song. The colors here are not bad. Red and green are kind of matched together, just the lotus here are kind of lame. Okay, next. First painting in 2020. This is pretty simple, but it's one of my favorites. I like the background and her hair here. I actually got a pretty interesting idea for this one, but I didn't have enough skills to draw it better. The result didn't turn out to be as good as I thought. This is just a simple and random one I drew, nothing special. The background looks too simple. This one I made when COVID hit Canada in May 2020. I like the background here, just this one is not bad. The colors and details look a bit confusing. Okay, and those are my small paintings. Let's move to my bigger A4 paintings. The first one, this one was made in 2018, I think. During Halloween, a lot of details, not too bad, not so good. There's a cat here, I wonder if you noticed. This one, I haven't finished. I just randomly putting colors on this. Then it looks like a landscape painting, then I decided to make it become landscape. But yeah, it hasn't been done yet. This one was drawn in 2022. Can you tell it has Lunar New Year vibe? It's the year of tiger. That's why I drew a tiger here. For some reasons, I don't feel like the colors in this painting match with each other. Did you realize that I have nothing to show for 2021? It's because I drew nothing in 2021. That's right, I created zero art in that year. Next one, I drew a Vietnamese traditional dress of the Nguyen dynasty. Not too bad. One day I'll redraw it with gouache. And yes, 2023 was another year that I didn't draw anything because I was burned out with my day job. So we'll move to 2024. This is the first painting in 2024. 2024 was the year that I took art more seriously. I don't think my drawing skills got better, it's my observation got better. I'm pretty satisfied with this one, even though it's not perfect. I just make a mistake with the collarbones here. These collarbones look unnatural. Overall, well, not too bad. Next one, this one I used gouache to paint. I got inspiration from the tree in Fear Beyond Journey's End. This top part is okay, but the bottom part, I feel like it's missing something. Okay, this is the last one and the most recent one. This is Vietnamese court attire of the Nguyen dynasty. I couldn't come up with a good background, so I just leave it blank. And I also use gouache to draw this. A lot of my paintings recently use gouache because I like its opacity to cover mistakes and add a lot of layers to the paintings. And during 2024, I also drew some small flowers painting like these. I was lazy to take them down, so I just show you like this. Okay, so that's everything I've drawn in 7 years. Like I said in the video, I didn't really study how to draw better, how to improve my anatomy, coloring, perspective skills until now. Most of my artworks improve really slowly. Most of them are just guesswork and look pretty amateur. Not to mention there are a few years I didn't even touch a brush. Back there in middle school and high school, people often said to me, "Wow, you're so talented, your drawings look so beautiful." But 7 years later, I feel like I didn't learn or improve anything. The good side of this is that I could purely enjoy drawing without any restrictions. But sometimes, because I don't have enough knowledge, I couldn't convey my imaginations or implication into my work. If I had spent these 7 years into studying and researching more, I could have gone further on this journey. Andrew Loomis said, "No matter how great your talent has to work with knowledge to do anything well. When the search for particular knowledge becomes pleasant as well, half of the battle is won." As you can see from my most recent work, after I study a little bit about anatomy, it looks better than my previous work. My anatomy skills are still trash, but it's getting there. So my lessons that I've learned during these 7 years of art is good artists are not just people who have great talents and draw a lot. They also take a great amount of time into studying, researching on their artworks. The more I learn, the more I realize I have no talents at all. I just draw more than average people. My paintings don't improve much because I didn't really study it. If I really had talent, it wouldn't take me that much time to improve. It's been 7 years already. In short, what I want to say is learn the fundamentals, or else you would waste a lot of time like I did. My plan for 2025 is to learn art skills more aggressively, and most importantly, I want to make more art. By the end of 2025, I hope to look back and see how far I've come. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.